Welcome to all to my Geospatial YouTube channel. Particularly in this group of video, I am discussing in detail about my Ph.D. work. Accordingly, in the last video, I was discussing in detail about the usage of temporal data for this research work by the study of land use, land cover modification, shoreline changes, and seasonal changes of suspended sediment concentration over the Palk Bay region. In addition to understand about the offshore bathymetry, the bathymetry data for this region was detailed analysis. From that, notice that the shallow depth, that range maximum depth range up to 50 meter was noticed. Those things we may discuss in the last video. And in this video, I am particularly in this video, I am going to discuss in detail about the coastal regulation zone maps for the study area. In addition, at the end of this session, I am discussing in detail about summary and conclusion of derived summary and derived conclusions for this research work. And in general, for planning and management of coastal zones and also implementation of sustainable developmental activities along the coastal zones, coastal regulation zone maps are essential. And in 1991, as per in the year of 1991, as per the year 1986 notification from Ministry of Environment and Forest, have defined the coastal regulation zone boundary. According to the defined coastal regulation zone boundary, as the land up to 500 meter from the high tide line, and one more 100 meter of extensions in some regions along banks of creeks, estuaries, and backwaters, and rivers subject to the tidal fluctuation. On the basis that coastal regulation zone boundaries was prepared in this study area. And in general, in the government of Tamil Nadu have prepared this coastal regulation zone maps for this study area with in 2011. And those maps are displaying regional view of this coastal study region. And particularly in this research work, the mapping of thematic maps are carried using high resolution satellite data, and hence in this study area, the detailed taluk-wise discussion was attempted. In order to classify these coastal zones into coastal region zone boundary, categorized with reference to the Ministry of Earth Science notification from them. The coastal ecologically sensitive and important areas are categorized under coastal region zone 1, and developed area and close to the shore, mainly urban or build-up area, were classified into coastal region 3. In coastal region 3, undistributed areas and the areas which do not have belongs to any coastal regulation zone 1 and 2. That regions are coming under coastal region zone 3 category. In coastal region 4 categories are Andaman and Nicobar Islands over the offshore region. On this basis, in the present study area, the detailed coastal zone maps are prepared on the basis of in different taluks in the study area. And Pattukotai taluk was Pattukotai, Tanjavur district, two taluks are there. The two taluks, namely Pattukotai and Peravurni taluks. Village level coastal villages were also classified under coastal zone 1 and 3 categories landforms. On the basis, the maps are prepared and noted that nearly among 41 villages along the coastal study region, 23 number of villages are categorized under coastal zone 1 and 18 villages were categorized under coastal region 3, that is undistributed and not fallen within the category under 1 and 2. On the basis, this 41 number of villages are classified into coastal region zone 1 or coastal region zone. And notice that only 1 and 3 coastal regions are only noticed in this region. That means there is no major developed region in this selected study area. Further, to understand about the peoples over this region, these village boundary maps are integrated with the coastal population data, and noted that major part of the area peoples are working as other category of working. That means most of them are fishermen in this region. And on the basis of derived coastal zone maps and population data, some suggestions are made that are mangrove plantation and shallow depth nearshore regions along the northern part of the study area suggested to Rajamadam is to be the suitable development of ecotourism development. In Rajamadam area suggested to develop a ecotourism center because of mangrove plantation, very shallow depth of in offshore region. And nearly in this region, 78.19% of the peoples are fisher. Their livelihood, they are depending on the fishing business, and hence it is suggested to establish a seafood processing plant at Tundi or Rajamadam. That would be provide opportunity for peoples for their alternative employment to these peoples. From the prepared land use land cover map over this region has noticed that in this region aquaculture was not developed extensively in the study area. The suitable landforms like backwater, over the backwater and creeks, this aquaculture activities are suggested. And this is at the end of this presentation. Particularly in this group of video, we have discussed in the first with the introductions video, followed by detailed methodology, study area chosen for this research work, and methodology, and the coastal shore regional and tectonic fabric of the study area, geomorphology, and usage of sedimentological studies, followed by resource potential. In the next set of video, I was discussing in detail about the usage of temporal data in different aspect of studies. That means shoreline land use land cover changes, shoreline changes, in addition suspended seasonal changes of suspended sediment concentration. At the end of this video, detailed coastal regulation zone maps are discussed. That's all from this observation of last this 8 to 9, 10 videos. And from that mapping, from the research work, notice that the extension of the red sand dunes over this region, and noted that heavy mineral concentration was varied from 1.5 to 11.5 percentage. In addition, over this red sand dunes, ground penetrating radar surveys were conducted. From that, notice that morphology of the sedimentary layers, in addition with various deposition environment of sediments under this dunes. In addition, the analysis of 66 samples over this different mode of samples that are onshore and offshore region have noted that most of the sediments are under marine in nature, and 25 number of core samples have indicating that Bellar was noticed with marine in nature, and most of the samples from Argoniar was noticed with fluvial in environment. In addition, resource potential over this region was noticed with very less percentage of uranium concentration, heavy mineral concentration. The presence from the analysis of red sand dunes over the different location, I have noted that the heavy mineral concentration was varied from 1.49 to 11.5. The other samples from other landforms are noticed with very low concentration. The microscopic study conducted over using this isodynamic magnetic separator instrument have noted that the heavy minerals such as ilmenite, magnetite, zircon, sillimanite, kyanite, and rutile are noticed for wide processing under microscope. The uranium thorium concentration using gamma ray scintillometer has indicated that uranium concentration was ranged from 1.3 to 1.9 ppm. Tiruppunavasal and intervial samples with a value of 1.9 ppm. The concentration and range of and potassium concentration was ranges from 6.6 to 15.7, and over the Semplai Pattinam, SP Pattinam, Rajamadam, and MR Pattinam have reported that 12.6 percentage of potassium over this landforms. The mapping of different period of land use land cover features and integrated with prepared the land use land cover map have noted that area falling under cropland and plantation got reduced significantly during the period of 1981 to 2016. Area under cropland plantation was mostly converted into fallow land or land with scrub category. Out of 525 villages taken into analysis, 360 number of villages were found to be vulnerable. That means more than 50% of the area was modified into non-cultivated land region. In addition, the study about the system tanks have noted that the analysis of shoreline modification of the in the offshore region has indicated that accretion is more along protruding delta, and generally southern part of the study area was experiences erosion. The shoreline predicted shorelines from derived value have noted that shoreline position in 2050 would be ranged from various distance. The prepared coastal zone maps have indicated that area under two coastal religion zones. The environment and socio-economic conditions of the area were critically analyzed and suggested for improving the standard of life for inhabitants and sustainable developmental of the area provided. Thank you. That's all from this PhD and related videos. In the next video, we will discuss in detail about ArcGIS practical approach. Thank you for watching this video. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, like, and share to your friend.